What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, man. Let's talk about it. Um, Once again, you guys want to leave a super chat, you can. And if you're watching the video later, you can click the link that I'm going to put in the live chat. Now, the Brat filed for bankruptcy, and it shocked a lot of people, not me, but it shocked some other people who may not have known any better or, whatever. It may have shocked them. Don't be surprised. I'm gonna fill you in on why is it so high and everything else. So just stay calm. We'll get there. Just giving people time to get in here before we get started. This is a live chat. This is One Crack News. This is how we do. The beautiful woman that is on the west side of Chicago, the Brat, veteran so deaf rapper. You know, she got into a bad situation. It was an incident she got into with a former NFL cheerleader named Shayla Stevens. She was a cheerleader, I believe, for the Eagles or one of them, Atlanta Falcons, who knows. But she was brought in to be a waitress or a hostess at on a bar so she can get some money, for the holiday. I think it was a Christmas party. And she was, doing her thing. And for some reason, out of nowhere, she was attacked from behind by the Brat with a vodka bottle, whatever, bust the bottle upside her head, and she suffered some facial scars. And from that point on, things went left. Now, in case you guys haven't seen this, the whole court case, basically, the majority of it is on the internet. Yeah, the Brat wrote some of her raps. She wrote a lot of her raps. Her problem was she was colliding with JD when she should have just let JD write the songs. JD songs was hits. She wrote some dope tracks that wasn't selling. But this crazy judge she had awarded this woman like $6.4 million. And when she awarded that woman $6.4 million, this crazy judge, because she bought all the stuff the girl was saying. The girl from the cheerleader, you know, she was like, I'm permanently scarred, facial scars. I have neurological brain damage. And the Brat had to spend 3 years in jail. Imagine spending 3 years in prison after she pleaded guilty to it. And she said, I know I did this. And there's a lot of stuff that led up to it, but I am taking responsibility for doing that. But 7 million, I mean 6.4 million. I don't know where you get that figure from because I don't have no $6.4 million. She owes Sony Music like about 1.2 million. She owed Ally Bank like 12,000, 2,000 she owed in credit card debt. Another 2,000 she owed to the Georgia Department of Revenue, and she owed a lot more to the IRS. That's unknown. Her assets is a 1999 Mercedes that's worth about 5,000. 2014 BMW that's worth about 15. 2016 Jeep Rambler that's worth about 23,000. And she got a bunch of other stuff that's worth about 108,000. So she was the first female rapper ever to go platinum when she released Funkdafied. The first female rapper ever to sell 1 million records. I mean, to me, I don't know why this wasn't done sooner. This should have been done a long time ago. I mean, really, it should have. She should have definitely 100% filed for bankruptcy a long time ago. It should have never gotten to this point. I'm stunned. I'm sitting here stunned as I tell it to you. Oh, somebody hit the super chat up. Tony 2 times. What's up, Tony? Thanks for your donation. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Keep the movement strong. My man, sincerely yours. I saw you made the donation over there to the Stream Lab. You want to know about the movie Belly? There's some link in there that you sent in. I can't click on it. I'm gonna have to look at it when I get off this and find out exactly what that is. Oh, you remember that story about the Brat? I was just telling that story the other day too. It's crazy. The Guru, you still number one, Goo, in the lab, in the leaderboard. I know. Always take my car. You ain't lying. Now, here's the thing. When people file for bankruptcy, it's not, there's so many different numbers of bankruptcy. There's a chapter 11, chapter 13, chapter 6, chapter 7. There's so many different chapters that mean different things. Like, for instance, when Mike Tyson filed for bankruptcy, he filed for a different chapter. Another chapter would have protected all of his future money, therefore, it wouldn't have went into an escrow account. All of his future monies and holdings that he had would have went into another account that they had. If not, your monies and everything you got would go into an escrow account for your future earnings. But if you file a different chapter, they will come in and take your possessions, like say your cars and everything else. Then you'll be freed from all your debt. They take your cars and material things, and then you can go ahead anew. And therefore, the new money that you would have made, you can go ahead and go forward. Mike was like, I don't want to lose my cars. It's like, Mike, you could buy some more cars. These are not like classics. These are just regular cars. I don't want to lose my cars, man. Nah, man, I'm gonna stick with Chevy. He turned down $24 million just that quick. Escrow means escrow is a bad thing, meaning that it's being held somewhere that you can't get it. It's got to sit there until the government, everybody do what they got to do, and you don't know how long it's gonna sit in escrow. So it can sit in an escrow account forever. And that's bad. You don't want nothing to really sit in the escrow account. Trust me, you don't. As you saw, me and my business partner was talking. That was one of the things that we talked about and spoke on the most. Things sitting in escrow. We don't want things sitting in escrow accounts. It's very negative towards you and it doesn't help you. That's like having money put aside that you can't even touch. It's just sitting there and you don't know what's going to happen to it. The government might decide that that's their money. You might decide that's your money. But it don't matter. It's up for them to decide. So by the time they get through with all the red tape and everything gets done, they crosses all the X's and dot the I's and cross the T's and all that stuff. You don't know when you're getting that money. What chapter did 50 file? I think he filed chapter. I don't know if he filed chapter 12, but he paid off his bankruptcy, so he's no longer in it. He paid all that money back, so he was able to keep the remainders of his money. Chapter 50. Skippy Two Tone. Thank you. I appreciate that, Skip. You don't have to have the possessions. They just come and take it. Sometimes you can keep the possessions you own. Depends on what chapter you file. What's up, Christ King? Is this a new station? It's not new. A lot of people know about it. This is like mostly my news and my informational channel here. Like we really get into the nonsense over here. You talking about a beef between Nas and Wise in the movie? Well, it was a lot of people that was a lot of people, a lot of things that happened in Belly that wasn't even supposed to be. I don't know about a beef, but one of the dudes wasn't even supposed to be in it. A lot of people was moved around. A lot of characters was moved around. Shaheem, dude took Shaheem position, you know. So Shaheem was supposed to be in the movie, but the whole Foxy Brown thing happened because I told you about Foxy and how Law the Dog Man was messing around with Foxy, and Law the Dog Man was messing around with you know, they was basically there. Foxy Brown stole their car. She was like, man, Foxy asked to borrow the car and she never brought it back. She stole the car. Then she tried to have him killed. Shaheem, she tried to have Shy killed. She was setting him up, telling dudes, yo, that ain't it right there. That them dudes right there. They tried to rob me. And I was like, what? Chick, you stole the car and everything. And a lot of dog man had to straighten that out. Yeah, man, this is like I talked about that already. I didn't talked about that story before. Yeah, a lot of Dog Man and Foxy Brown, like he was one of the main people working with Foxy. Trigger the Gambler and Smooth the Hustler. Them people was right for her. But she stole a car. Foxy was grimy, believe me, grimy as can be, did a lot of dirty stuff. She had a lot of beefs. And she was like 15, 16 years old. She was like 16, 17, hanging out with Haitian Jack. She was dating Jack, like 17, 18 years old. She was 18 going on 25. So she was doing whatever she wanted to do. She was moving with dangerous people at all times. Nah, she kicked it with him, smoked with him, then took their car. She was like, I'm gonna borrow the car for a minute, I'll be back. Ghost. Took their car, was up. Man, they went and got the car back. A lot of dark man wasn't even tripping. They was like, man, this chick just straight G the car. There was a lot of people at the time that really didn't, they just from different areas. So when people from different areas, they don't really vibe with each other. Like they were making a movie, and I'll tell you how it is. They brought a lot of West Coast dudes to New York to make a movie. And I'm gonna show you how crazy this was. They brought a bunch of West Coast dudes out there to play like they were from New York. I ain't gonna say what movie this is. I ain't gonna say what really went down or like who the names are, but it went bad because they got the West Coast dudes trying to act East Coast, and it just wasn't working. So when you bring West Coast dudes and they gotta act East Coast, and then you surround them with a bunch of East Coast dudes on the set, they just thinking people East Coast bring them on the set. These dudes they had beef in the streets. So when they got on the movie set, it was like, what's them niggas doing here? What you doing hanging with those niggas? It was a recipe for disaster. So all the action scenes they could have filmed was on the set because it went up on the set. So Yeah, it went up on the set. And this is before the Tupac, West Coast, East Coast beef, all that. Just because dudes don't get along. This is in the 90s. This was the 90s. Dudes just didn't get along with each other. They had problems with each other. Straight like that. Man, a lot of stuff happened on video sets, man. That's why you can't even track it. One rapper had beef with another rapper on a video set. One of the rappers guys that they cool with, he's mutual friend with both of them. And he's trying to talk to him like, yo, man, why don't you talk to homie, man? Y'all boys, y'all go back, blah, blah, blah. Dude, like, I don't want nothing to do with it. Go tell him I said that, tell him this and tell him that, and blah, blah, blah. So dude was like, all right, cool. Dude go and leave. He come back. Same guy who left the set to say, all right, cool, I'm gonna go tell him. He left, went to the car, got a gun, came back, pop, 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 shooting at the set. This the mutual friend of both of them. But he wasn't as mutual as dude thought. He's more in line with what the other guy was saying, more than what this guy was saying. So they might have been mutual, but he's more in line with him. So you got to be able to watch and monitor people's energy. Because if you don't see the energy level and seeing that he's more on that side than on your side, I don't know what to tell you. Don't get caught slipping. It's slippery out there. It's mad wild out there. People don't file bankruptcy because they don't have money. That's the that's they don't want to pay money for something else, and it may be worth it to file for bankruptcy than to give somebody who don't deserve it your money. That's why people file for bankruptcy. They file for bankruptcy to protect their money. Apollo Brown, his new song with Joel Ortiz, and they got Royce the 5'9" on their new project. Shout outs to them. Oh yeah, the Mona Lisa album. They got Decisions on there. That's the first single. You guys want to go and check that out. Joel Ortiz. Apollo Brown and Joel. Well, see, the thing about Joel is he's more of he's more of a battle rapper, or what they would call a 16 bar spitter. But what can Joel do as far as making songs? Formulating songs that's gonna sell. That was the reason why you didn't see any projects with him. Nori album, I heard a little bit of it. I'm not a huge Nori fan. Nori seemed like, I told you, I couldn't hang out with him because I feel like if I had beef with somebody, I couldn't hang out with Nori. Nori know everybody. Nori is cool with everybody. So he would have, what I'm saying? He's the type of dude I'm talking about. That's cool with him, cool with him, cool with them. The dudes that's shooting at you, he cool with. And after leaving there, he'd be like, man, what happened to you, man? Such and such and them shot at you. Man, that's messed up. Next thing you know, Nori hanging out with the dudes that shot at you, drinking. He ain't doing nothing wrong. He ain't riding on them with you. But how would you feel about that? You see what I'm saying? How would you feel about that? So that was the reason why a lot of cats in New York end up everybody cutting ties with Nori till he went to Miami and he gained 400 pounds and went to Miami. He just came back and reinvented himself. So it's cool. He came back, regrouped, and now he back. Before he wasn't, Nori, he had to go away so people could miss him for a while. Now they'd be like, yo, that's Nori. And he found his niche, podcast, talking. He was always good with the mouthpiece, you know. That's why he was great up in the Paper Soldiers. Cookies and bogeys, cookies and bogeys. No, cookies and bogeys. No, remember you told me I messed you up last time. Now you want me to cut you. Cookies and bogeys. I mean, you don't know what he's talking about half the time. But he's funny. So Dame used to deal with him a lot. And Dame kept putting him in movies. He's like, man, you was good at pumping Paper Soldiers. I'm gonna put you in state property too. La Polo Loco. Nah, the GDs trust 50. They love Fifth. I mean, all the GDs had love for him. He was in Ida B. Wells. He was down there in the Wells at Ida B. Wells. Yeah, he was down there in Ida B. Wells. 50 Cent in 2000, what was it, 2008? 2008 in Chicago, Ida B. Wells. Dude, I was right next to the man that was right next to the man that was right next to the man. No joke. I was right next to the man that was right next to the man that was right next to the man. Earthquake in the block. Yeah, hear me? Earthquake in the block. Ooh, my Hooter girls. Hey, wait a minute. I got coupons in here. August free appetizers. Oh, I ain't been using none of these. I should have been using these things up. Hooters. So in August, I get a free appetizer. Bet. Woo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We might have to go to commercial break. Oh my God. Look at the Asian sensation. Oh my God. Woo-wee. Akira Nakawaza from Tokyo, Japan. I didn't even know they had a Hooters in Tokyo, Japan, baby. Oh, yeah, so love me long time. Oh, and look what she wrote for me. Autograph. What does it say there? What does it say to Kevin? The greatest man. Or does it say greatest man? Let me not say. Yeah, the greatest man to ever live. Uh, the greatest man to ever live. Woo! Man, that's a true statement. The greatest man to ever live. Boom! What month is this? That was December. I'm gonna tear this off and keep it. Yeah, I can tear this off and keep this on my wall forever. They need to know. Greatest man to ever. She's on Instagram too. You want to follow and you want to ask her, did she write it? Go ask her, did she write that? So, did you write he was the greatest man to ever live? I'm one in 3.7 billion. I wrote that. Are you kidding? You just said I wrote that. I am ashamed that you would say such a thing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find her on the gram. Did she write her number too? I don't need a number. Okay, there's so many on here. I don't even know which one is which. She's basically on my timeline. I want to make sure I send y'all to the right one to go follow because she got a lot of accounts. Jesus Christ. You know what? I could just go to my account. I'll find it my way. I don't know how to navigate like this. Rick Ross might buy Hooters. Oh no. I can't go in there again. There she is with a very tired me. Okay, this is her official one, I think. She might have taken that one down. See, unfortunately, they run into some psycho people and they have to change accounts here and there. So, and she was nice enough to write that for me and said that what I was the greatest man to Kevin, the greatest man to ever live. The greatest man to ever live. You know how many men that have lived on this planet? And for me to be the greatest, I am humble. Oh, well, I'm not slow, but let's listen to the Rick Ross. So I guess say 50 and oh, this is crazy. He said, I gotta admit, that caption is wow. Yeah. What you was paying your rent? I have no job. I'm supposed to pay my rent. I have no job. I sold to my friend, Tata, and she told me, you know what? I could make some money, transport from point A to point B. I could do that. So now, I can do that. Well, can I stay with you? That could be the option. I could stay with you, right? Not right now. No, nah, not right now. Nah, not right now. Look at the two muscle guy, Cali Muscle and Carcino. Two muscle men shutting it down. See how I made him look small, standing in there with the guns of the Navarone rolling on. I made him look small, standing up next to me. Look at that. I don't know why now my PC want to freeze up. I think that's YouTube, man. They need to do something. They got the whole thing freezing up, man. We finna shut this thing down. They freezing up.